Throughout this channel, I have been on a journey learning about the modern cards and modern archetypes of this game, and today I wanted to take a little bit of a deep dive into a archetype that did not receive, as far as I know, they didn't receive any support, and I don't think from the cards that we have up on screen right now, I don't think that they did get any support, but still, I want to eventually, because I'm going to have this channel for a very, very long time. You guys have got me for years and years to come. I want to make my way eventually through every archetype, whether it's new, whether it's old, whether it's unreleased, and today we're going to be talking about the B.E.S archetype. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with a YouTube channel, so let's go through all these cards. I remember these from back in the day. We did a card art commentary video on them, but I do not remember ever playing with these things. I think that they've always kind of sucked, but let's see if there's anything that we could use in any format here, okay? So starting off with B.E.S Big Core. If this card is normal summoned, place 3 counters on it. Cannot be destroyed by battle. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles a monster, remove 1 counter from this card. If you cannot, destroy it. Not worth the tribute summon. Doesn't even have the attack points to really, you know, have that drawback effect to have with it. I don't know. This is just a really, really bad card in my opinion, but I don't think it's going to get any better. Let's continue on over to the next card over here. We also have B.E.S Big Core MK2. If you control no monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. When this card is special summoned, place 3 counters on it. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card attacks or is attacked, remove 1 counter from this card at the end of the damage step. If you cannot, destroy this card. Okay. So it's a little bit better than what we were just talking about, because you can get this out even if you control no monsters. And I get that. I would imagine that as we continue on, we're going to talk a little bit more about counters. But the counters are more detrimental to the card than it is anything else, really, because you can, if you're thinking about like playing some sort of, I don't know, like I don't want to say boss monster because this isn't really a boss. You would choose anything like a 6-star where you can get that has even a better effect, or even if it's just a normal monster. You can do anything with like 2,400 attack points. I don't understand why you would choose this even back in the day, man. We also have B.E.S Big Core MK3. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. If this card is normal or special summon, place 3 counters on this card. Cannot be destroyed by battle. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles a monster, remove 1 counter from this card. If you cannot, destroy it. You can banish this card from your graveyard, shuffle all B.E.S monsters from your graveyard into the deck. A little bit better. I like the fact that you can get this thing out and it is a nice special summon without using your normal summon. I don't mind that at all. But still, the counters are almost like counterintuitive to it. It would be better if you had these counters, then it would be immune to being destroyed by any spell, trap, or effect monster's effect, or even just one of those. But the fact that it just can't be destroyed by battle, like, really? Like, I get that you special summon a defense position. It can block some attacks, but only three attacks. You're just going to switch it to attack mode, and then it's not going to matter anyways, because it's already at 2,700. So still, in my opinion, or everybody's opinion, probably not worth using. We also have B.E.S Blaster Cannon Core. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon B.E.S Blaster Core once per turn this way. If this card is normal or special summon, place 3 counters on this card. Cannot be destroyed by battle. At the end of the damage step, remove the counter. You get the picture, okay? This one is, I don't know if it's a little bit better, because it doesn't matter if you control no monsters or not. At least you can just summon this card. But what can I say? It's a little bit more of the same with this thing, right? We also have B.E.S Covered Core. When this card is normal summoned, put 2 counters on it. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card attacks or is attacked, at the end of the damage step, toss a coin and call it. If you call it wrong, remove 1 counter. If this card battles without a counter, destroy at the end of the damage step. This is the worst one so far. It doesn't even have a special summon mechanic on here. Who's going to want a normal summon to get this type of effect? That is a bad card. Like, don't get me wrong, the artwork is beautiful on these things. Absolutely beautiful. But they're just horrible. And one of my favorite cards back in the day, B.E.S Crystal Core, I always thought this was like a pretty card. I remember having it when I was a kid, man. When this card is normal summoned, place 3 counters on it. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card attacks or is attacked, remove 1 counter from this card at the end of the damage step. If you cannot, destroy it. Once per turn during your main phase, you can change 1 face-up attack position monster your opponent controls to face-up defense position. The effects, just alright. Again, not necessarily worth it. You would have to mix this thing in with like a frog deck, because you would constantly need a Treeborn frog to get these things out. But that's even, or just depending on the format, Treeborn, Ronin Tonin, that's probably your best bet if you're using this in an older format, because there's no way you can handle a modern format with this thing. We also have another card, B.E.S Tetran. When this card is normal summon, put 3 counters on it. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card attacks or is attacked, remove 1 counter from this card at the end of the damage step. If you cannot, destroy it. Once per turn, you can remove 1 counter on this card and destroy 1 spell or trap card on the field. There we go. We have an effect that's a little bit more useful here, but here's the problem. You have to tribute summon it, and it has to have normal summon to get the effect, and it's only 1800. None of this is ever worth it, man. It always has a giant drawback. Has there ever been a time where anybody's been playing any of this? But we have a field spell, and I don't know what the field spell does, okay? Oh, it's B.E.F. I don't know what any of them stands for, to be honest with you. Okay. Oh, wait, I think we did take a look at that in the card art commentary, but it's escaping my memory. Anyways, when this card is activated, you can add 1 boss rush from your deck to your hand. All B.E.S. monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense. Your opponent cannot target them with card effects, and they cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 B.E.S. monster from your hand. If a B.E.S. monster or monsters is normal, special summon your field, place 1 counter on it. That's a little bit more helpful. It's a little bit more helpful that you can just get you can get a B.E.S. monster no matter what. I don't recall what Boss Rush does, but then it also adds the protection needed because these cards cannot be destroyed by battle and they cannot be destroyed by card effects now. So the field spell is absolutely necessary. You need to do whatever you possibly can to get that thing out. We also have a continuous spell being Boss Rush. You cannot normal summon or set. During the end phase of the turn that a B.E.S. monster or a big core is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 B.E.S. monster or 1 big core from your deck. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. But then again, you have to ignore the effects that are only requiring that to be activated once you normal summon the card. It's just a bad archetype, guys. As beautiful as the cards are, it's just a bad archetype. And we actually did take a look at the artwork behind these cards. You can check that out right here. I would love to have you over there. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, everybody.